Hello, welcome back to week 6. Well done if you have come this far on the journey with me. I hope you've made some really good progress and some implemented some information and habits that are really helpful. And there's so many things that we can do before we have to spend money on all the latest pills, quick fixes, nips, tucks, gyms, memberships. Our food can be expensive. I do get that. But your health is worth you investing in. And, we spend a lot of money on things that just aren't going to ever give us some sort of reward in the future. We can get away in our 20s, 30s, and 40s with kind of making, cheap investments into our bodies. But as we reach menopause, our hormones change. We don't have all of the support that our bodies once had in terms of estrogen, progesterone, muscle density, bone density. These things are they're on the way out if we let them. And people just assume that it's part of aging, but let me tell you, you can be the most vibrant, fit 75, 85-year-old. We look at the studies in Japan of the amount of people that live to over 100. They eat beautifully, they move outside each day, they put into practice all of these things. They don't rush anywhere. They have a very different lifestyle. And I know we live in a society that doesn't really foster that kind of way of living, but it's a commitment to yourself to implement these steps, to move to your rhythm, to get your body to come along on the journey of life. And fitting into the system doesn't work for us. It can for so long, but this is where we really want to take back control of our health. So I want to help you come up with a plan to move forward from this 6-week program. So lots of options. If you are disciplined and you can maintain these 6 weeks of content and you can implement them daily, you will have success. You will do amazing. The issue is that we all know what to do. It's how do we maintain it? And our bodies, we can be very disciplined and motivated for a while, but often, as a human does, it gets bored or it gets tempted, or we just go back to our old habits and we don't follow through. So what I'm offering here is a way to help you follow through with what we have learned and to understand whether you need more support or you can do this on your own. So support could look like, phoning a friend, joining a yoga class that you've never done before, getting into a support group where you will get accountability, you will be able to maintain what you've implemented. Really working on your mindset, like knowing that it is possible for any of these things to happen. And mindset could be in your intention and affirmation. So we would have set an intention at the beginning, what you want to achieve, and then your affirmations to change the way you speak to yourself. Often we think that we beat ourselves up for things that we don't follow through on, and I can't do this. This is all too hard. I've never done it before, so it won't happen for me. There's lots of things that go on that have created the patterns in our brains, our thoughts, and what we think we become. And so if you focus on weight, or if you focus on sickness, you will create weight and sickness. What we want to focus on is health and vitality and motivation and inspiration and feeling light and creative and, like your most abundant self. This is the words and the vocabulary that we want to be creating and using. And that will help you to create a newer version of yourself, a more energetic version, somebody in your world now that is very different human, because the one that got you here is not the one that you want to continue being. And it's not to say that you're not an amazing person, but the habits and the choices that you've made to get yourself to this place need to be changed. They need to be let go of, and to create new habits, which means letting go of this old version of you. this one that thinks that things are only temporary and that it is all too hard. So I want you to really consider this new version of you and this, how you're going to behave differently, how you're going to step into the world differently each day. Like what do you need to let go of, like instantly? What is the first thing you're going to let go of that you know is not supporting you on this journey of health and wellness? So let me just give you some examples of what these affirmations would be, and versus just starving, or I'm on a diet, or I'm on an exercise program, or I'm having to challenge myself, because often when we do things, we do it with resistance. We do it with, like, we go to war against things. We go war against cancer, and we want to fight this. We want to do this with love and intention and positivity for the body, the mind, and the soul. So here are 5 affirmations that you can use to reframe your relationship with food and to release the habit of eating for comfort, because food has become so much more than fuel in our lives. So I choose to nourish my body with foods that give me energy, strength, and balance. So just let that land. Number 2 is, I am safe without turning to food for comfort. Peace and calm live within me. Just feel how that is for you. And if it's hard for you to believe these things, this is why we practice and we create repetition, so the body can come along for the ride. So just putting your hand wherever it's, on your heart or your belly or your knee, wherever there is some sort of pain in the body, and, give it some love. So number 3 is, I release the need to eat from emotion. I listen to and honor my body's true hunger. So sometimes hunger can be physical and it can be annoying, but that's okay. We go to the gym and we lift a weight. That's physical and hard work, but we allow that. So the paradoxical nature of getting to a healthier body, growing, nurturing, learning something new, is that it's always a little bit hard, to learn something new. You have to feel dumb. To go to the gym, to get stronger, you must be weak. You feel weak. To always create more money, well, you must have some sort of luck in your life. So there's the yin and the yang of life. There's light, dark, black, white. So there is always the opposite. So embrace feeling that, if you want to get smarter, you have to feel dumb, because you're learning something new. So just allow your body to go through these, because we feel like we need control of everything in our lives, and that's not possible. And sometimes letting go of control and really hearing and listening to your body, and just like ebbing and flowing, and seeing what new things can present to you can open a whole world of possibilities for you. So yes, you can find peace and calm from within. It doesn't have to come from outside substances. It doesn't have to come from soothing substances. So this is where we fall back on our breath work, our meditation, our grounding, our sunlight, and our mind chatter. So yeah, each mindful choice I make with food builds trust and freedom in my body. So when you're going to the fridge or the pantry and you're going to eat, what is this food offering your body? Is it nourishment? Is it nurturing? Or is it just a quick fix? And is it just dealing with the taste buds? So just invest in your future self, so that you're taking a moment to really honor your body. Because, as I said earlier, we're at a stage of life where we can really nourish and nurture our mind and body, or we can just hope for the best. Eat it, have that quick fix, have the dopamine hit, and then hope for the best. And then we often have regret, and then we have that negative talk to ourselves. And it's not to say that you never will have those moments, and we will. We're human. There's not many people that can fully stick to this, but if you can, even, that's great too. But allow yourself grace, but also really really commit and honor your body here. And number 5 is, I am learning new ways to comfort myself that bring me lasting joy and safety. Again, find a creative spark. Find something that gives you joy. Like, do you paint? Do you play music? Do you like to dance? watch comedy, like stuff, gardening, things that just give you joy and connection, free flow. Your mind can just turn off. It doesn't need to be fully thinking and being challenged all the time. It just wants to be feeling safe and just, like integrating new habits into your life gives you purpose, gives you joy, gives you pleasure. And your body's not kind of doing like feeling like it needs to stick to the old habits and the old ways. So there's some really, powerful tools that are, again, cheap, free, easy. Like you've probably got a stash of stuff in the cupboard or in the garage that you could clean out and release and let go and find, some creative spark in your life. Could be just going for bushwalks, something that you've wanted to do. Just so many. Do you want to write? Do you want, if you've got that like little girl in you or that author in you that wants it to write a book, create a song, story. What is something that's going to give you pleasure and peace from within? And then, finally, we want to reflect on the progress that you've made, really honor how far you have come, and then create a personalized action plan. Like write down, what do you want to achieve within 6 months? What's your life going to look like 12 months from now and 2 years from now? And a really great way to do this is, I love to use ChatGPT for this, where you put in, where you've been and how you want to feel, how you want to look, what plans have you got, where do you want to be in the world? Like who, you might just want to be better for the grandkids, better for your children. Do you want to, go and volunteer somewhere or travel or do, just do something, go dancing? Write it all down, pop the little dot points in ChatGPT and say, create the life that I want to live for me, and write it down. And you'll be like blown away with what it comes up with, because our minds want to keep us small and safe and not allow these, transitions and these new versions of ourselves. And so he can open up your mind. And it's a really beautiful feeling that you get from just giving yourself permission to dream. Just dream and just feel it and be it and just sit in that energy. And then from that energy, get inspired, motivated to create more. So what I can offer you, if you're really considering, wanting to have more accountability and more to go deeper on this work, it's not necessarily learning more, it's just being held accountable, how you can achieve it, what do you need to let go of, why do you want health, why do you want health? We really go deep on what it is that's stopping you. We can go through all the emotions, all those trapped traumas, belief systems, mindsets, the tools that do keep you stuck and keep you. It's like this, every day we wake up with the same programming, and when we want to do something different, the body goes, oh no, we don't like that. So it will create a bit of a self-sabotaging mechanism for us. So if you really want to work through the self-sabotaging patterns, and these are unconscious a lot of the times, you don't even know they're happening. So it's baby steps, small hinges swing big doors. There's a lot to integrate here, more about circadian rhythms and biologies, where to source food from, how to set up your day for success. So, yeah. So if there's something that you feel like you could do with more support, drop me a line. I do have a link in my on my website for you to do a 3-month or a 6-month program with me. I have a 90-day program, but I feel like 6 months is a really great part, where we do weekly calls, you get accountability, you get action steps, you create the plan, you create you. So I am here to give you resources and to keep you accountable, and to, show you where and why you are getting stuck and how to get unstuck, to move forward, so that, in this 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 2 years, whatever you want to look like, feel like, be like, you can achieve. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this 6 weeks Healthy Habits program. And I hope that you have learned something about yourself, you've been able to implement the steps, and that you want to continue with your health journey, because you're worth it. Yeah, so think well, eat well, move well, and be well. I will talk to you all another time. Ciao. Take care.